And now I'm on attempt number 9 for the commentary for this video. Um, so yeah, I'm not joking, guys. This is actually the 9th time I'm trying to do the commentary for this video. Just because I've just had the worst luck ever, and just everything goes wrong. It's just always really bad. I don't know why. Like either I'll stuff up the commentary, or more likely my microphone will stuff up. And or I'll just like trail off, and I'll do the commentary. It'll start off really well, and then I'll just get myself into a corner where basically the commentary just sort of goes nowhere, or it just gets really uninteresting. And I don't want to give you guys a really uninteresting, boring commentary, because I've done 40 of those already, and I want to try and make it as interesting as possible for you guys. So anyway, so yeah, like I said, 9th time. Hopefully it's gonna work this time. I mean, hopefully the microphone doesn't stuff up, because then at least then I can focus on the commentary. And, at least then if the commentary was good, I can upload it. Whereas in the past, I think on my 4th time, the commentary was awesome, but the microphone was all hissing, and had all interference and stuff in the background, so I couldn't upload it. Anyway, so I'm gonna cover a few things today. The first thing is that all of my assault rifle m.o.a.b with every gun are done. Finished it up with the Type 95 just the other day, and I think I uploaded it yesterday. I've also done my SMGs. That was finished up with the UMP, and that's uploaded just about 30 minutes ago actually. So be sure to check that one out. And so now moving on to shotguns. You can see here I've got the SPAS, and I've also got the USAS to do as well. So I'll probably be doing that on the weekend. And then I guess I'll move on to pistols. So definitely look out for that stuff. It's going to be awesome. The pistol one's pretty cool. You can imagine they're much harder to get than shotguns, assault rifles, or SMGs. Okay, so what I want to talk about today. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is a guy called Shuhei Yoshida. He's a dude from Sony, and he has a Twitter account. And recently, some guy asked him, a friend of mine told me that the Wii U will be more powerful than the PS4. What's your take on this? And he responded with, "Let him dream," which I thought was quite funny. Let him dream. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. The Wii U is never going to be more powerful than the PS4. But yeah, no, I thought it was a good response. So he said, "Let him dream." In other words, no chance. And he said that he believes that the Wii U is in its own generation, or that Nintendo basically are following their own generational cycle with the Wii and Wii U. And it's true, they have been since the Wii. Up until the GameCube, they were always sort of on par with the competition. And then when they created the Wii, it was basically just the GameCube again with a new control mechanic, and it was really risky, but obviously it paid off. We know that from the result. Since then we've seen what's happened with the Wii. It's completely taken off and stuff, despite being less powerful than the competition. And he says the Wii U will be no different. It'll be basically the same thing, and I believe it as well. I mean, I agree with him. It will be the same thing. And obviously, Nintendo have sort of had their little input on that as well, and they've said, look, it's not about the power. They're just reiterating basically what they did with the Wii. Check this out, I almost died. It's ridiculous. And I've seen this video so many times now, I basically know it like the back of my hand. So anyway, so they've said, it's not about the power, it's about the controls, it's about the fun, it's about this and this and that, whatever. Reggie recently did an interview. He said that. I think Iwata said it at some point, and probably Miyamoto as well. And they're kind of right. It is about the controls. It is about the fun. Definitely, Call of Duty is a better game because of the Wii MOAB. So he's right, but at the same time, power is important, because you can't do things if you don't have power. Certain things. I'm not talking about electricity here. I'm talking about processing power. If you don't have the ability to do certain things with graphics, then there's certain things you can't do in gameplay. I mean, imagine, can you do Call of Duty on a Super NES? No. Can you do Call of Duty on, a NES? No. You need to have, probably not even on a 64. stuff that you can do in this game, kill streaks and all the stuff that goes on, would just completely bog the 64 down. You need the processing power there. So so you do need processing power. And what I find interesting is that Reggie goes on to say that he says, developers will what we're seeing at the moment with Wii U is just the beginning. It's just games that have been in development for a very short time, and they're not fully exploiting the power of the Wii U. And that's cool. I agree with that. It's fine. And he says, games that come out initially on our console won't look as good as what developers will be able to do with the console in 2, 3, 4 years' time. Okay, fair comment. The only problem is, will developers be making games for the Wii U in 2, 3, 4 years' time? That's the question I want to ask him, because is it going to happen is the same thing going to happen with the Wii U as what happened with Wii? Developers sort of supported it straight out of the gate for a year, maybe 2 years, and then what? And then they just all disappeared. They basically just basically shifted priority and stuff to the HD consoles. And why did they do that? Well, they did that because the profits weren't there. The people weren't buying games. People were traditionally, and this is a big problem, I think, for Nintendo, is that traditionally people don't buy the third-party games on Nintendo consoles. They only buy the Nintendo-made games. So it's tough. It's tough for third parties to turn a profit. It's tough. There's no incentive there for them to continue making games for the Wii, when they know that they can make far more money by making games for the other consoles, the HD consoles. And I think the same thing's going to happen here with the Wii U, because I think that the next gen consoles will be significantly more powerful than current gen consoles. John Carmack seems to agree. He says 10 times the amount of power that current gen is. He reckons, I think it was him, someone said, someone credible said that next gen will be able to do Avatar-like graphics in real time. That's quite a bit more powerful than what we've got today. So if that's true, then how are they going to be able to make multi-platform games again? It's going to be the same issue that we have now, where you can't really make multi-platform games because the engine that they use, except I'm not talking about every game here. Obviously the Call of Duty engine is scalable. You can make it for HD consoles, and then they can downscale it to Wii. But reduce the graphics and polygon count and whatever. But I'm sure it takes a lot of effort to do that as well. But will that be the case? They're going to have to do the same thing, I think, for next gen, because Wii U just won't be powerful enough. You're not going to be able to just translate a game over. You're going to have to, put in extra work just to make sure that it runs on Wii U, and developers aren't going to want to do that. So Reggie's little claim here that see what happens with the developers in 2 or 3, 4 years. Well, are they still going to be around? I don't know. That's the big problem. But the recent news that Black Ops 2 almost certainly coming to Wii U is enough for me to want to buy a Wii U. I'm going to buy one. As long as the control input there is there for the Wii MOAB. But I'm pretty sure that's a given. So I'm still going to buy the Wii U regardless. But I think Nintendo needs to be a bit more realistic. I think they need to sort of see what we can all see already. See all the potential problems. I don't know why they can't. It's pretty obvious to me anyway. It is. I just don't see why it's not obvious to them. But anyway, so I covered that, I guess. But yeah, there was so much more I wanted to talk about. I just didn't get around to doing it. But at least this commentary turned out fine. Now, as long as when I go back and listen to it, it doesn't have interference and hissing and static noises and pops and cracks and whatever, hopefully this will be the last time I have to do the commentary for this video. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Wish me luck. And, do the subscription and the liking and the commenting and all that stuff. And have a good day.